Hello, this video is about simplifying algebraic expressions. There's a lot of terms that go along with, or vocabulary, I guess, that go along with simplifying expressions. So we're going to start by reviewing some of those vocabulary that will help you understand simplifying expressions. Our first vocabulary is expression. It is a math statement that does not have an equal sign. So for example, we have 2x plus 3. There's no equal sign. We have negative 5x plus 3y minus 8. There's no equal sign here. And here's another example, x minus 3 plus 7x minus 3y. Again, no equal signs. These are expressions. An expression, again, is a math statement that does not have an equal sign. An equation is a math sentence that contains an equal sign. So this is like an expression, but this has an equal sign with an expression on the other side. It's really hard to write on here. Equal. Okay. So for example, 2x plus 3 equals 24. That is an example of an equation. Negative 5x plus 3y minus 8 equals 4x plus 2, an example of an equation. Okay? Down here, we have terms. Each part of an expression. A term is each part of an expression. The sign in front of each term goes with that term. So we have 2x plus 3 minus 4y minus 8. The terms are 2x, 3, negative 4y, and negative 8. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to circle these and make this bigger. All right, so here's one term. Here is a term. Here is a term. And here is a term. Notice that the sign in front of each of those terms goes with that term. All right, sometimes you might have like terms. Like terms, blank, that have identical variable parts and identical. Okay, so these are terms that have identical or the same variable parts and identical or the same exponents or power. Let's say power. All right, so for example, in this case, we have negative 6x plus 3 plus 5x minus 9 plus 2x. If we look at this example, our like terms are negative 6x, 5x, and 2x. And those are all like terms because they have the exact same variable and they have the exact same power, which is 1. We also have a couple more like terms, 3 and negative 9. These are like terms with each other because they don't have variables at all. Coefficients. The number in front of a blank term, a variable term. If there is no number, the coefficient is 1. The number in front of a variable term. Let me write that down here. Variable term. That word goes in here. Example, 5x minus 2 plus y minus 8x. The coefficients are 5, 1, and negative 8. So 5, there's a 1 here, and negative 8 are coefficients, the number in front of the variable. A constant is a blank that has a number but no, okay, so a blank, a term that has a number but no variable is a constant term. So in this example, the constants are 12 and negative 5. 12 and negative 5, because they don't have variables at all. If we went back to our other example, negative 2 right here, negative 2 would have been a constant term. All right. Combine like terms. You can add or subtract terms that are alike. You can add or subtract terms that are alike. So, for example, in this example, I can add or subtract 9y and a positive 2y because they have the exact same variable raised to the exact same power. So I can erase this so you can see it. I can take 9y plus 2y and get 11y. And notice this negative x and this positive 5, I can't do anything with those. I don't have anything that matches those. They don't have any like terms, so I can't combine those. So if I were to simplify this expression, I'm going to get 11y because I could add 9y and 2y right here, minus x, can't do anything with that, and 5, I couldn't do anything with that. So this is a simplified expression. I don't have any like terms to put together, so it is simplified. Over here, so they're giving us some more examples. We have 4x, I'm looking at this example right here. We have 4x squared minus 2x plus 3 plus x squared minus 4. So what they did is they took this 4x squared and this x squared and they put them together because there's a 1 in front of here. So that gives us a 5x squared. We could also combine these constant terms because they are alike. Positive 3 and a negative 4 gives us a negative 1. So to simplify this, we have 5x squared. We have our negative 2x, which didn't have a like term to go with, but we still need to include it. And then our negative 1 when we combine our constant terms. So here's an example. I have like terms here. I have 6x and a negative x. 6x and negative x equals, or 6x minus 1x equals 5x. So I have 5x. This negative 3xy or positive 3xy does not have a like term to go with it, so I'm just going to leave it. And a minus 8. Distribute first. Always, always, always. You are going to distribute before combining like terms. Always distribute I'm going to write this word down here because it's easier to see. Distribute. That goes right here. Always distribute before combining like terms. Distribute is this. So I'm going to actually, nope. All right, so this 5 out here, see this 5 right here? That number is outside of these parentheses. So when they say distribute, they mean you need to multiply 5 times everything inside the parentheses. So they did 5 times 2y right here, and 5 times negative 3 right here. So we have 5 times 2y gives us 10y, minus 5 times 3 gives us this 15, minus 4y. So we did the distributive property, and then we have to look for like terms. So here we have 11y and negative 4y. 11y minus 4y. Oops, sorry, not 11, that's a 10. 10y minus 4y gives us 6y minus 15. All right, down here we have more examples. So we're going to distribute negative 3 to everything inside the parentheses. So they did negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And negative 3 times 2 gives us negative 6. And then we brought down the positive 4xy. Over here, our last example, we're going to distribute 2x times x. And we're going to distribute 2x times y. So that gives us negative 2xy. And then, of course, we have this minus xy, which we're not going to distribute that 2x to this minus xy because that minus xy is outside the parentheses. So now we have to combine like terms. Oops, I'm sorry. They did this extra step that I'm not used to. 2x times x is 2x squared. And negative 2x times y is negative 2xy. And we're going to bring down this xy right here. Now we can combine like terms if we have any. So here I see this negative or this positive 2x squared doesn't have anything to go with it because notice there's an exponent there. The other terms that we have do not have exponents on them. We have a negative 2xy minus 1xy, which gives us a negative 3xy. So here they combine those like terms. Okay, hopefully this was a good reminder of what you learned last year with simplifying expressions. Feel free to ask questions if you have any, and we'll keep practicing.